Hello, I am Chase Koslerch. I'm going to be telling you my idea for my business plan. I will be opening an import shop here in the Midwest called Koslerch Imports, K Imports for short. Some of the partners I would like to acquire with this business would be JapanPartner.com and JDMAuctionWatch.com. Both of these websites are Japanese car auction websites. They give me the insight on any cars that I may be interested in bringing over to the States. I actually have some examples right here. This is Japan Partner, really useful website. Right over here, it tells you everything that I will be spending on bringing the car to the U.S. Right now, the list right now is $10,600. Get it to the States for $11,600. And the main reason I want to be doing this is, as you just saw, this in Japan, this is an $11,000 car. It would take about $11,000 to get to America. And the reason why I think this is such a good business option is because if you go right here, go to any car place in the States, look for a Toyota Supra. Let me show you what the prices will be. Alright, here we go. Alright, so yeah, right off the bat here, we have one that is almost 55,000, 40,000, 45. This is an older model, of course, but we're mostly looking at the same models I showed you earlier. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of profit to be made with this. Moving on to my key activities for running this business, mostly what I would be doing is driving across country. I don't plan on paying for any, I guess, towing costs once the car is actually on American soil. I would much rather just use my own vehicle and trailer it out here back to the Midwest. And another reason I want to do this in the Midwest is because most of the import car dealerships they're all on the coast. So if I put one in the Midwest, I will be able to attract all the states around Nebraska. I got Iowa, North and South Dakota, Colorado. I got many to choose from, so I'll have plenty of people to bid my cars onto. If I needed to, I'd have no problem taking a trip to Japan. It's one of my favorite countries. But no, most of my activities would just be driving cross country. Key resources, of course, cars, automobiles, tow trucks, and then an open building or a garage. No problem doing business out of either of the two. They'd work fine for what I need it for. Now, for value propositions, I would just be selling cars. This is not a garage for me to fix cars. I would simply be selling you the car that you want from overseas. So my value propositions would be able to do custom orders for customers who have already had their eye on vehicle overseas. So let's say I have maybe 6 cars on my lot and they just know what you're looking for. If you can give me some information on what you want, I will help you in finding that car and bring it to the States. My customer relationships. Okay, so I hope to obtain many customer relationships through successful sales and quick reply times. I have no problem keeping my email open, all notifications for any type of message I would get. I'd be running my import shop on Instagram, Twitter. I'd have an email for it. I'd have a website for it. I'd put it on Facebook. I'd make sure all my friends knew about it. And yeah, basically just have all the contact info on all of them. Quick with replies, understandable about customers' needs. Just being really understandable because, importing a car is a stressful process. So make it as less stressful as I can for my customers. Okay, so channels. Alright, so first, once it goes through final inspections in Japan, Whichever Japanese auto accident I tend to use, like I showed you before, we'll bring back Japan Partner one more time. That's basically what this is. That right there, the car price and all of that, that is what I am going to be watching for when I'm importing the car. Uh, and then after that, it'll be put on the like one of those huge freight boats. They literally carry huge metal containers, also cars, and then gets to the U.S. docks, probably Massachusetts, definitely something along the East Coast. Uh, and then after that, sign off on all the papers, make sure everything's in check, put it on my own trailer, bring it back to the Midwest. Now, for my customers, I try to split my cars in different price ranges. Some of the lower cost ones would be anywhere from 7 to upwards to 11,000. Those cars are mostly going to be for my Honda enthusiasts, my Nissan enthusiasts, because I can get a '93 Civic EG hatch to the States for around 4K, and then flip it for about 8K to anyone on the Honda pages in Nebraska. And then same with the Nissan 240SX, 180SX, and Silvias. They're looking about 7K to 8K to the States, but have a resale value around 13K for the JDM versions. But yeah, so for the Hondas, it'd mostly be about 16, probably 25-year-olds. Of course, if they can afford more, I have no problem. But that's just what I'm trying to help out the younger folks and getting them a Japanese car. So yeah, basically everything that's coming out of my pocket, cost of car, cost of gas, cost of maintenance for any of my personal belongings, and the cost of the building and garage. And of course, the revenue stream, car sales and custom orders. I'm looking around 4, 5, 6K for just the lower end cars on profit. If once I sell a couple of those and have the money to import a Skyline and that kind of stuff, I'm looking at almost $20,000 in profit to $25,000 in profit. I hope you enjoyed my business model, and if you have any questions,